Our speaker is ready.
Almost everyone has seen at least one Marvel movie in their lifetime, and I'm sure all of you are no different. From the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies to the recent box office hit The Avengers, almost everyone has seen at least one Marvel movie in their life. But what most people don't know is just how much Marvel information comes from ancient mythology. I've done quite a bit of research on different mythologies as well as on the Marvel comics themselves, and I'm here to impart that knowledge onto you. From the Norse gods Thor and Loki to the Hulk and even some of the other characters, mythology has seeped far into the Marvel world and has shaped its existence. This morning I will tell you about various Norse gods and creatures, the Jewish tale of the Golem, and a few other stories that have made their way into the Marvel universe. Norse gods have been thrown back into the spotlight with the recent popularity of the Avengers movie. The first box office gross was $200.3 million alone, breaking the record of any domestic release at the time, according to CNN. With characters from our past like Thor and Loki being brought back into the spotlight, it's interesting to learn where they may come from. Thor is a Norse god of thunder, as most people know, but he's also been depicted as a god of war, a god of sea, and a god of fertility. But no matter the depiction, he's always depicted showing that he saves humans from evil, no matter what those evils might be. Loki, on the other hand, is a Norse god of fire and a purveyor of mischief. Martin Arnold from Thor, Myth to Marvel says that Loki is in many ways the opposite of Thor. And as they were created to be opposites, it makes them rather good comic book characters. Though gods were not the only things that Stan Lee borrowed from Norse mythology. He also borrowed the warrior maidens known as the Valkyries. The Valkyrie in Marvel is known as Brunhilde, though her connection to the actual Valkyrie myths is thin. Kathleen Self tells us that Valkyries are a mix of the masculine and the feminine genders, which in Norse times was near unheard of, making them more of a third gender more than the feminine like they are shown in Marvel. While Norse connections are most obvious, there are other connections linking the Hulk, the Thing, and ancient Jewish legend. The story of the Golem is one of a protective sort. The Jews in Prague were going through some difficulties, and a rabbi and two students created a figure of clay to protect them from death, and now it comes and helps them in times of struggle and of sorrow. The Hulk is the first connection that Marvel has made to the tales of the Golem. Robert Weiner says that the Hulk is a modern-day version of the Jewish Golem saga, and the Hulk's creators Stan Lee and Jack Kirby agree with that statement. There was a story in the issue Hulk number 134 where the Jolly Green Giant saved a family from danger, and they also compared him to the creature. The Thing is another connection to the Jewish myth. Obviously, his appearance is that of orange rock, making it rather obvious where they may have gotten their inspiration. And the character of Ben Grimm is also Jewish, giving him some ties to the legend. And of course, the most obvious connection to the myth would be the character known as the Golem. The Golem is known as a monster hero, like the Thing and the Hulk, and he is very protective of his family. He was created by the last tear of a dying professor, which fell onto a figure of clay, and he then went to go save his family from the captors, because his subconscious was transferred into the creature. And lastly, several other characters have had their powers and designs seeped in ancient myth and legend. Other various Marvel characters have had their stories filled with myth. Marvel has the character of Lilith. In Marvel's canon, she is